up, everybody? Whew. Just getting everything loaded up in the truck this morning. Sometimes just loading your clothes and doing last minute stuff when it's 100 degrees outside is too much. So anyway, we're about to head down to leave the shop and go back just south of here and load a little bit of lumber and go to Blue Island, Illinois. And I don't know, I've got to figure out something to get back. I've been so busy, I hadn't even been able to look for loads coming back. Last week when I was up there, like, loads coming back here were like in the tank. I'm talking about like less than $2 a mile from Chicago to Little Rock. So if you were hauling freight from Chicago to Little Rock less than $2 a mile, you got problems, like major problems. Like, you're fixing to have some real problems, like you're gonna be out of business. So I don't know who is taking these loads, but, and I get that's a hot lane. The market on that, I mean, like, everybody's fighting to go north to south, especially the Chicago area, because there's so many loads that leave here and go up there. So, and there's lots of loads come back. So, but I am just not. I'll do other things. I mean, last week I actually left. I was actually kind of in the Milwaukee area last week, and I don't know if I filmed any of that. My GoPro's been screwing up, so like I don't know. I don't know if my battery's going dead. And I don't know. Anyway, I ain't really sure what the deal is with my GoPro. It just probably needs thrown out the window and a new one put in its place. So what I was saying last week, I was in the Milwaukee area, and like another hot lane out of there is Chicago to Houston. That's a hot lane. Hot. Getting geared, stupid thing. Very hot lane. Okay, that's cool. But loads coming back to Houston, right around the $3, $3.30 range, something like that. And earlier in the week, I picked up a load. I went to just south of St. Louis, and then I went into like very south side of St. Louis and picked up some crane mats coming back here. And they paid, I forget what they paid. I want to say like in the 450s or something like that. So I actually took a load out of just southwest of Milwaukee, coming to St. Louis to get another load of those crane mats to come home. And that was, those two loads together were $3,200. Okay, the total was $600. I probably had, deadhead and all, I probably had 700 miles in the whole thing. So I made more money on two short loads coming back home. Well, let me just tell you, I made more money on one of those short loads than I could have coming straight back home out of Chicago, which is sad. I mean, I could go Chicago, or, you know, Milwaukee to St. Louis, and I could have deadheaded home and made more money than if I hauled a load straight back from here. So anyway, it took a day extra longer, but I mean, like, big deal. I mean, like, I didn't haul cheap freight. I made more money, and it really, to me, the load that I took out of Janesville was 20,000 pounds. So I mean, like a 20,000 pound load. So now the crane mats, obviously, they were pretty heavy. I don't know. At $5.50 a gallon for fuel, I don't see how people can sustain hauling anything less than $3.50. I mean, I told somebody the other day, I think I told Martin the other day that $3.50 is the new $1.75. So fighting for rates, and I hate to keep talking about rates because, like, I don't want this channel to be about rates. I mean, I want it to be about trucking, but you know, I mean, like, and I said, you know, I said I wasn't going to talk about rates. I'm still not going to go really bad into rates, but just want to let everybody know kind of what's out there. You know, I mean, like, I guess I don't mind talking about what other people are doing. I just don't like talking about what I'm doing. So, even though I give y'all a little taste of what some of the stuff I do, but I mean, Southeast, man, the Southeast has been like Southeast to Southeast, like leaving here, going to Atlanta, Birmingham, Carolinas. Man, it's been big thumb down. So I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm just going to keep going where the money's at, and you know, you know, this time of year especially, I need to get back home. I need a load coming back because, you know, I need to make 2 or 3 rounds a week out of here because, like, this coming out of here is what I know, and that's where my money's at. So we'll see you guys at the meal. I'm hot. I got to make a phone call real quick and get some things set up. So we'll check on you guys down there. All right, my man is getting my lumber on for me. I've got to get out and move this curtain here in a minute. And these are actually half packs of, I don't remember if they're 2x6 or 2x8s, but I can't remember what they were now. But anyway, they're half packs. So, like, instead of a full pack, you'll have 2 half packs making a whole pack. I know that's hard to figure out there, but anyway, I've got to get out and throw some belly straps on this thing here in a minute, and I'll kind of explain that to you here shortly. But basically, with these half packs, they want belly straps on them. I'm gonna have to get out and do that here in just a second. All right, I was gonna show y'all these belly straps here. These this mill is kind of proactive as far as these belly straps, because some states don't require them. Texas is a hard case on them. These are half packs here, so basically it's 2 bundles right there, and then anything over 2 bundles needs a strap on it. So this mill is proactive. They make you belly strap this mess. So we belly strapped it. We're fixing to get on and finish up. It's hot. I'm ready to get in the air conditioner. Woo. Well, here we are. Old first stop, checking these old straps. Just checking out this beautiful scenery. I don't know, it's hot as Hades out here this time of year, but it sure is pretty. We're fixing to check everything out real quick and get back up on the road. I washed my trailer this weekend, and that soap in the pressure washer, man, I'm gonna have to brush this whole side because, like, all the soot and everything up there. So I don't know, it didn't clean it as well as I wanted it to, and I washed it twice. So we're gonna have to get on it. The curtain's looking kind of bad. So anyway, I'm gonna bump these tires and get on down the road. we made it to Blue Island, Illinois here, trying to get this load off. This guy is, he's actually so smooth that I can't feel him, so I'm like, and I've got my curtain pulled forward, so I can't really see what's going on, but man, he's doing his best to get me out of here. I told him I kind of had to go. I've got a deal, you know, yesterday, and I know some people love the JB Hunt app. I'm not a fan of it. I guess if you pull a dry van or a reefer, it don't matter, or want to do power only. It's cool for that. For flatbed, man, you kind of want to know what you're getting into, especially if you got a curtain. So yesterday, I looked on Internet Truck Stop, and I was going to do a load out of here to St. Louis, and then do a load out of St. Louis to home, because like there's kind of a little money thing right there. Good money in St. Louis and good money St. Louis to home. So I called JB Hunt. I was on the phone with him, like on hold for 18 minutes, and it finally just cut off. But on the recording on hold, it's like, go to the JB Hunt app and you can bid on load. Well, they had a price on this load going to St. Louis, and it was pretty decent. It was loading like 5 miles from here. So I thought, man, that will be awesome. You know, I could probably load, unload, be out there by lunchtime, and have all day to go like 200 something miles. So down, you know, I wanted to know if a Conestoga would work. You know, you don't want to walk, you know, yeah, I'll just take this load and then go in there blind and then be screwed tomorrow. You know, I want to make sure. So I asked a question on the JB Hunt app after I've been on a hold 18 minutes one time, and I can't even remember how long the second time. So they have a place to ask a question on there. So I asked the question, you know, hey, will a Conestoga work for this? And I don't get a reply. And then like all of a sudden the load's gone. And I'm like, you know what? You know, this is, I just get tired of the whole technology aspect of this. You know, sometimes it's great, sometimes it's wonderful, sometimes it's, you know, crappy, because like I need to know some information right now. I would have took the load, like no questions asked. If it worked on the Conestoga, I mean, yeah, I took it. You know, I just needed to know that. You know, I need somebody to tell me that, and not just like, I mean, it just, I don't know. So fast forward, you know, driving, trying to get up here, you know, I didn't have all day to be sitting around looking for a freaking load. So this morning, before I get started, I wake up, and about an hour earlier than I planned on getting up, I kind of just woke up, and I was like, well, I'll just lay here and look for a load. Well, I screwed around trying to find something, you know, and I'm telling you, Chicago, anywhere going south, is cheap. It's bird freight. It's cheap. So I find this load, and it's about 90 miles east of here. It's going back like 60 miles from my house. So I'm like, and it didn't have a great rate on it, but it had an okay rate. And I was like, I'm gonna call on this. And the guy's like, yeah, blah 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 blah. You know, he's like, needs to pick up today for 2 o'clock, blah 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 blah. You know, and I tell him, you know, it's like, where you know, you unloaded right there right now? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like over just south of Chicago, and I got to go just barely into north of I-80 and unload. You know, he's like, oh, okay. You know, I could tell, I mean, by his mannerism, that he wanted a truck right then on that load. So I was kind of nervous about taking it, and I thought, well, we'll take a shot on it. I mean, like, it ain't gonna hurt, you know. I mean, so anyway, I come into town, you know, and construction and getting here, and before I get to where I'm going, he's calling me. He's like, hey man, you there yet? And I'm like, almost there. So I'm pulling in the parking lot here, and dude starts calling again, and I'm like, you know, and it's tight, it's super tight. and maybe when I go out of here, you'll see how tight it is. But anyway, the guy's calling. You know, he called, and I was like, I'll call him back here in a minute. So I finally had to round up somebody to unload me, and undid my curtain, undid my straps, rolled them up, and I mean, I told the guy, I was like, man, I'm kind of in a hurry, you know, and he's doing a good job, but I'm gonna jump out and move the curtain back for him here in a second too. I'm just gonna shut up here in a second. I just need to tell y'all this, but anyway, their setup packet was like it was an onboarding deal. You go to a website, and you know, and then you had to upload crap. So, you know, in my emails, I've got like I can send my W-9 authority and insurance to somebody like all in one way. It's PDF, it's ready to go. And these you had to upload individual files, and it was just a total pain. And I spent like probably 30 minutes screwing with that. And you know, and the guy, some of these guys, man, they're like, hey man, just when you get there and you get ready when you're unloading, he said, just do the packet. And a lot of guys are like that. This guy was not. He just kind of wasn't rude or anything, you know. He just, you tell he wanted a truck on his load right now, and like wanted one like right there on top of it. Now I don't know. He didn't express any kind of urgency about the load picking up, or it's a, you know, expedited load. That may be what the deal is. I mean, it may be a expedited rate, and he's just like hosing me on it. So I don't know. There's no telling. I mean, there's no telling. He could just be really amped up about it. New customer or something like that. You never can tell about these guys. But anyway, we're about to get unloaded, and it's 10:30. So I got about 3.5 hours to get over there. So anyway, we should be able to make it. And I know this guy's going to be on pins and needles. So I'm gonna get out and move this curtain, but yeah, man, like some of these onboarding deals like McLeod, and I don't know what these people use, but I mean, it had my information in there and everything, but like RMIS, man, all your information's in there. It's just bam, 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 and you're done. But honestly, with Adobe sign and field, if somebody will just email me a packet, I can have the crap done in like 5 minutes. So anyway, sometimes technology ain't always your friend and ain't always the quickest and easiest. Probably for them it is though. So all right, I got to move this curtain.